Hello, it's Chris from MyStampLady.com, and I'm so glad you're here to join me, and I want to show you a little bit about this background stamp, the burlap stamp, and it's a background stamp, so it's a large one, and a couple of ways that you can use this stamp. I am also featuring the Petal Palette stamp set. This is in our Occasions catalog, and it is in a bundle available right now with the Petals and More Thinlits dies. So it's a 2-box set, so it has lots of stamps. There's 15 of them, and then it has 10 dies that coordinate or work together with many of these stamps. And this is the card that I'm going to be making. It's a fun card. It's fairly simple, and I really like that it could be used for men or women. You can go to the annual catalog, which is right here, and on page 165, you will find the burlap stamp set in with our other background stamps. Background stamps are kind of a unique stamp that they're really large, but there's really a lot you can do with it, and today I'm just showing you how to use it with stamping. And then on page 23 of our Occasions catalog, which is good through May, the end of May, we have the Petal Palettes bundle and suite in here. It's the Petal Passion suite that some of these products are from that I'll be using. If you don't have a catalog and don't have a demonstrator, you are certainly welcome to go to MyStampLady.com and click on the Request a Catalog button, and I will send one off to you. They're just so much better to see in real life. So here's the card I'm making, and that burlap image is right here, really subtle in the background, and we will get started with that burlap piece. So it's a large stamp, and that creates some interesting things to work around. One, strength. Some people don't really have the hand strength to use it as a traditional stamp, and there are a couple of things that you can do. The first thing that I like to do is when I'm inking up my stamp, I like to lay it on its back and just go around with my stamp pad. Because our stamp pads are raised, it is easy to get the entire area of that stamp inked up. Now, if you can, and it's not a hard thing for your hands to do, you can just go over and use it like a regular stamp. If, however, that is something that's a little more difficult, another way to use it is to place the stamp on its back and then just put it over the area that you want to ink, and you could just carefully rub over the area that you want. But if you put a piece of scrap paper over this, then you don't have to worry about rubbing ink everywhere, and just give it some pressure like that. And then when you pick it up, you have your stamped image there. Okay, so that's a couple of ways to use these large background stamps. So here is my Soft Sky paper with Soft Sky burlap stamped onto it. Now I have my Sahara Sand card base, and this is a half a sheet cut in the long way, so it's 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2 inches. And then just fold it. I'm going to use, this is in with the Petal Palette set, and it's just like image with the dots. Ink that up with Sahara Sand, and again I'm doing tone on tone. It's a nice way to get a soft, subtle background, and we'll ink it up on the one side. I'm just adding a little bit of texture with the image down each side. There we go. Okay, so there's my Sahara Sand. I can set that aside. And now I'm going to use the Tuxedo Black ink. This is my favorite ink because it works well with the Stampin' Blends, which I'm not using today. However, it also does not stain your stamps, and I kind of like that about it. It's a dye ink. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out with the coordinating framelit, and it'll run through the Big Shot. And then I have this die here that will cut out this leaf stalk here, and I have 2 of those. But because they're kind of narrow and a little bit more difficult to get adhesive on the back, one way that you can get around that is by using the Sizzix sheets, and you put these on before you die cut it. So it matches the size of my Tranquil Tide cardstock. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I have all of the supplies listed down below in the information. and you can go down and find them there. So I'm bringing in my Big Shot platform with the acrylic plate. You can tell mine are really well used, but they still work, so we'll do that. And I'm going to line those up and run them through the Big Shot. I will be running this one through twice because I want 2 of them. Okay, so I have the little bird cut out. I have my leaf stalks with the adhesive on the back side there. I am going to take my Soft Sky ink and just press it into the lid, just like that. A little bit of lid, and take an aqua painter and add just a little bit of color to my bird. It's very subtle. It's not a lot of color, just added a little bit of the Soft Sky color to that. Okay, we have my Soft Sky piece here, and I want to stamp with the Memento pad, my sentiment, which life is so much better with you in it. And let's see, I think I'll put that about right there. I want to leave some space below it for my linen thread. And then sometimes it can be a challenge to get these little sticky sticker sheets off, but I'm gonna, okay, so then we remove the little backing, and it already has that adhesive on there. And we'll put that one down and repeat with the other one. There we go. Okay, and now I am going to wrap my linen thread around that piece and tie a bow. Okay, and now I can put this piece down on my card front, down my adhesive. We're just going to center that between the two. I'm going to use a few of the mini dimensionals here, and this will just pop up that bird image. The covers off of there. I have all of the sizes and dimensions of the paper that I've used over on my blog at mystamplady.com, so you can find that over there. Okay, so now I was at the store, just a regular discount store, and I had bought this Pilot Super Color marker. I bought it for my envelopes that I reuse, and it was sitting there on my desk, and I was wondering how that would work on the rhinestones, and it works wonderfully. It says here that it's an alcohol marker, and it dries instant right here. It dries instantly, it's water resistant, and it's alcohol ink. And it is wonderful for coloring these rhinestones black or dark, which is what I wanted to do. You can definitely use the jewels, the rhinestones as they come, but I thought, well, if I do this for a masculine card, it's kind of nice to have the darker color. And so I was so pleasantly surprised. I just got it at a discount store in with the stationery stuff, and it works really well for coloring these rhinestones to make some black ones. Okay, so for the inside, you can definitely see your writing if you want to write it on there, but if you want to add a little bit and bring it to the inside, you could definitely grab the Tranquil Tide. This is going to coordinate with my paper on the front, and just stamp a little leaf down here at the bottom, and that will bring kind of the front into the inside. Oh, there we go. And we'll put that just down on the inside in here. And so that burlap stamp is a nice subtle background for this card. And then I went ahead and use that burlap stamp with some of the Celebration stamps that are available right now. So I will show you that one that I used with here. So this is the Lots of Lavender from the Celebration catalog, which is through March 31st. And you can get this stamp set free with a $50 purchase. And there's a lot more about Celebration and how it is on my blog at mystamplady.com. So that's the Lots of Lavender stamp set, and that's the one that I used here to stamp the focal point. And then I have a Lavender or Wisteria Wonder burlap stamped onto the background, and this time I just stamped it right onto the card front. And this thank you is from the set that we are using today for my other card. It's from the Petal palette, and it's just embossed in black so that it pops out for you. But a fun way to use the burlap background, the background stamps can be a lot. I will come back with some more ways to use background stamps in a future video. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris@mystamplady.com. You can find all the supplies I used listed below in the information or on my blog. And also I have the paper sizes that they are cut to, and I'll list the paper sizes for both cards. And you can find the supplies in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. Please contact me with any questions you might have. I would love to help you out. Thanks for watching.